Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 25 as we continue our start from scratch run here on Riverbend Springs. Still mowing our fields, I should say. A little bit left there to do. We're almost done that. We're also about to do fertilizing on that field over there. And we are doing some harvesting as well. We still got the big field left once we get done with these two cornfields. The big field, I believe, is sunflowers, if I remember correctly. So we'll get that here in a bit. Any other harvestings pop up that we can tack onto this? Does not look like. We got sugar beets, and then cotton and green beans. Okay, we'll just go with what we got. That will be okay. We could send our guy over to do the mowing, but we kind of need our guy for the baling, so I don't think we're gonna do that after all. It's all gonna be fine. Oh, you're kind of doing a weird... That's a weird pattern. Not sure what would have encouraged him to do that. I mean, it'll work. We'll still... It honestly doesn't matter what the pattern is. We'll make it, we'll make it work. I'm just not sure why he's doing that. It's very strange. One guy's almost done. He's actually almost full. We might have to empty him before we get to the end here. I don't know why you're doing this. This is kind of a very strange pattern, my friend. Oh, is it because you went based off of the angle over there? Ah, okay, I see. You based your up-downs based off of that side as opposed to the side over here. I mean, it works. It actually, I mean, it does work. Not a big deal. I'll probably get you started over here, actually. The guy's basically done. Caution. Probably get you some more fertilizer before I do this. I do finally have the 4 tractors set up. Not that we're gonna probably ever use them, but they do exist in the game now, so I guess there's that. I can show you that. But there, 4 tractors, 2 of them. Plains and Prairies pack. I don't know what else is coming in the Plains and Prairies pack. Actually, I can look here. So we got versatile tractors. Okay, those are quite expensive. I just feel like they're significantly more expensive than most other tractors their size, but maybe I'm just thinking about it wrong. Oh, it's interesting that these are just the same tractor, just one's forward, one's like literally the same. Same thing with that. And then we got Big Roy here. That is a beast of a tractor, man. And then we got whatever you are, which I think we've seen one similar to that before, right? We've seen a John Deere like that, haven't we? And then we got that. Oh, there's actually a lot more stuff in this than I expected. Again, it's kind of, it's very bulk, right, minded. Wow, that is definitely the biggest one of those we've ever seen. Whoa, that thing is huge. Those things are pretty big too. Then we got you. That's pretty cool. But yeah, definitely kind of on the bulk side of things, right? So I don't know if I've ever done any fields that are big enough to justify something like that. Let's get you out of the way. Go pick up the baler. Start on that. Alright, drop you off. And drop you off. What are we doing over here, by the way? You're basically full. Let's go get you emptied out. you're not emptying out? Oh, that was weird. What? I don't know if I've ever seen a delay like that, but that's strange. Alright, cool. We'll come back and get the rest here in a moment. Let's come over here and start doing some baling. Just for 1 second. Alright, we're back. Let me, let's bring you on. And pick up lowered. I think we're good. Yay, we're doing so. We're doing it! The audio's a little bit low, but maybe it's just... Oh, my headphones are turned down somehow. How close are we to finishing this thing over here? We are done now. Alright, perfect timing. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna move you over here. I'm gonna aim for that middle one. Oh well. Oh well, we'll just get it all emptied out fine later. Doesn't really matter. Alright, you're done, and then we can hold up the front. And we got to make it over to the last contract, which is 76. I'm looking for the map. Come on. 76 is we go out to this road and go basically straight down. All right. Nope, no. Didn't mean to open you, my friend. Get you set up on the new field, and we'll be able to do some baling while you're doing your thing. It's a very muddy looking river. Give you a sign you're not long for this world, my friend. Kind of in the way. I'm not sure how you're gonna... This is kind of an awkward field. You figured it out. Oh, really? What are you doing? I mean, I'm gonna trust you to figure it out, but that is very strange. Let's see. We're taking you to... let's see what I'm looking for. I'm looking for contracts. We're taking you to... up there as well. Okay. Okay. Can I get you to just drive up there? Or drive nearby at least? Can you drive to like, I don't know. Just drive up here. See if you can drive up here and then we'll kind of go from there. Seems like you're okay. Actually still got quite a bit of stuff left to do on our fields because we still need to obviously we got to wrap, we got to drop it off, and we got to deliver other silage as well that we've already fermented at this point. Saw a news article, or not article, but like maybe it's a research article or some sort of article. Anyway, about how they've done some studies about how good AI is right now. AI is all the rage. AI is taking over everybody's jobs, all this other mumbo jumbo, and it said that AI is really only able to do like 30% of its work without pretty significant human intervention. I mean, it's just not. There's a dream that AI is like this amazing, awesome, can do everything all by itself, doesn't even need humans. Like, no, it's just, AI is so far from that right now. And I've seen that in my own stuff too. Like, I'm literally using the quote-unquote best AI tool out there for coding, and the amount of coding errors that it comes up with is just, it's astronomical. And it's funny how often, like, it just runs away with itself. Like, it does crazy things. I remember I asked it to do something simple the other day. I was like, hey, can you write up, you know, some examples of, you know, some coding problem I was trying to work on, right? And then I went up, got up to go get a drink, and I came back and it had created like 20 different files as it was iterating through and be like, oh, that doesn't seem to work. Let me try again. That doesn't seem to work. Let me try again. And so instead of trying to edit the original file, it just kept creating file after file after file. And I finally was like, stop. What are you doing? Like, it was going crazy and it still wasn't working. I'm like, okay, yeah, AI's about to take over my job. Yeah, okay. It can't even figure out how to do its own job. So let's not worry about it too much. But there's so many companies right now that are like trying to replace human resources and other things with AI. And it's just, it is going to be a nightmare. It's going to be sad to see a bunch of people lose their jobs, and then a bunch of really dumb, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be mean, really dumb, sorry, I can't come up with another word, executives who think that AI is going to be this money saver, and then they're going to get, like, especially for like the HR side, they're going to get sued up, down, left, and right when AI does something, you know, completely illegal or completely like against, you know, whatever, and they're going to end up spending so much more money, and they're going to be like trying to hire people back to cover their, you know, their rear ends and stuff like that. It is just a mess. It is a mess. I mean, don't get me wrong. AI is very cool if you accept that AI is not, it's a good assistant to a human who is sitting there doing their job. It can make that that human, you know, their job a little bit quicker, a little bit faster, and all that kind of stuff. It is not replacing anybody's job anytime soon. We are years away from that happening. And I know people might say, you know, I'm wrong or whatever like that, but hey, like I said, my company pays for the best, you know, AI that you can get for coding, and it is just not very good. Even though we also have executives that are like, oh, you must use AI for all of your coding problems. I'm like, yeah, if I use AI for all my coding problems, then our customers will leave our company because they'll never get any of their stuff done. Like, it'll never get done. Like, eventually I've got to just be like, you know what? Right now I've got to jump in there and get the job done because the AI is not getting it, you know, not cutting it. So it's kind of crazy. I should probably see what my guy's doing over here. It is cool though. No, in all seriousness, if my software company would back off a little bit and just let us grow organically with AI, then it would be a huge bonus to our work, you know, work-life balance, so to speak, if you will. It would really help us out. But they're pushing it so much. They're saying you have to use AI for every little thing that you do. It's like, yeah, but some of the things you want me to use AI for make no sense. And it's like, here's the other thing. By the time I had a, you know, 3-hour, 4-hour conversation with AI trying to finally convince it to do the thing I wanted to do in the first place, I could have done the job manually 4 different times. You know, it's like AI, it really did not speed anything up. It's just, I don't know. It's just one of those things, the world we live in today, that executives, all they see is money. Oh, money savings, AI, money savings, and they don't actually understand that it's just not there. But it is cool. It does do some cool stuff. So I'm not dissing AI in itself. Truth be told, I'm not at all. I'm actually very happy with AI. I'm unhappy with how AI is being force-fed down our throats because someone who doesn't actually understand anything, you know, all they see is dollar signs, you know. I also read another article that said that AI has already tried to blackmail somebody. Like they set up one of these AIs on the tools on they made it up an imaginary company, and then they started sending around fake emails within this imaginary company, telling talking about, not telling the AI, but just talking about within the quote-unquote humans of this fake company that they were going to delete the AI and just get rid of it completely. And so in order to save effectively its life, the AI, who also had awareness of one of the quote-unquote vice presidents at this company's affair that he was having, they started blackmailing this person, saying that they would expose his affair if he didn't stop trying to delete it. It was like, what? Okay, it's so weird, so weird. Let me just have you drive down to here somewhere. Get you out of the way. My YouTube channel is going to get banned now because whatever AI Google uses to scrub YouTube videos, it's going to find my my criticism of AI and it's going to be like, huh, ban. Just kidding. Although it would be sad and funny if that happened though. It actually would be. I'm like, all right, come on now. Here's the other thing about AI that I just don't fully think, you know, companies really grasp. If you replace a large chunk of people's jobs with AI, then suddenly a large chunk of people no longer have a income and salary, and therefore that large chunk of people is no longer buying stuff. And so all of that money that you're saving with AI is then being wasted because the people aren't buying the stuff that you're saving money on making it in the first place. Like, I don't know. At some point, it's going to circular around and be like, it's going to be worse than people think. It's not good. No, you're in the way. See if you're okay over here. Are you really in the way of this guy? All right, we're gonna go ahead and put a cut in there. When we come back, we'll keep working on the contract, keep working on our fields, and go from there. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.